A cyclist moved at a speed of x kilometers per hour for 2 hours. He then increased his speed by 2 kilometers per hour for the next 3 hours. If the total distance covered is 36 kilometers, calculate his initial speed x. Okay, let's get out the parameters. He traveled at x kilometers per hour for how many hours? 2 hours, right? And then he then increased his speed by 2 kilometers. What does that mean? Whatever this speed is, x, he added 2 extra kilometers to it. Okay, that's the next speed, kilometers per hour. And then he moved for how long? For 3 hours. What speed? Distance all over time, right? Now students make the mistake of thinking that to get average speed, all you need to do is what? Add the first speed to the second speed and divide by 2. You cannot get average speed like that, because speed is a rate. Okay, for instance, this is what I mean. You travel the first distance 100 kilometers per hour, and then you travel that for a certain time, call it 2 hours, and then you traveled, let's say that same distance again, for 120 kilometers per hour. You're not going to travel the same at the same speed. It's not going to be 2 hours. It's going to be something less. Let me say 1 hour 30 minutes, 1.5 hours. For you to simply add 100 to 120 and divide by 2 is wrong. This is a mistake students make. They just feel they can add the first speed to the second speed and divide by how many they are, the normal way you calculate average. No, this speed is dependent on something else. It's distance divided by time. You cannot just treat it like this. Why I'm saying that is so that you don't think you can simply do this. This first speed is what? Added to the second speed. This is the second speed, right? And that is going to give you, what's the total distance covered? 36. See it in the question, kilometers divided by what's the total time? The first time 2 hours plus the second time 3 hours. Student might think they can solve this. This is x plus 2 kilometers per hour. It's not there as an option. So it's very wrong for you to think that you can add the first speed and the second speed like this to have average speed. You can't have average speed by just adding the 2 speed. Okay, it won't work. This is wrong. You can't do this. Neither is it right for you to do this. Okay, so we are going to do it the proper way now. Now let's get our parameters out again. X kilometers per hour for 2 hours, right? For the first 2 hours, and then x plus 2 kilometers per hour for 3 hours, right? And the total distance is what? 36 kilometers. Formula for speed is what? Speed is equal to distance over time. We've agreed that I cannot just add the first speed and the second speed to get average speed, right? You can't do that. But what I can do is the first distance here and add it to the second distance and then put it here as total distance, and then I now find it's already given the first time 2 hours and add it to the second time. I can find my average speed. That is the only way to find average speed. But this question is not asking us for average speed. So speed is x. That distance, I call it distance 1. That time is 2 hours, right? So d1 is equal to what? 2x. That's equation 1. The next instance is what? The speed there is what? X plus 2. Distance 2 all over what time was spent there? 3 hours. So I'm going to cross multiply again. This is 3 multiplying x plus 2, right? That's distance 2. Now let's expand this. This is 3x. 3 times 2, this is 6. That's d2. Therefore d2 is equal to 3x plus 6. That's equation 2. I've gotten two separate distances. Can just put them together here and divide it by what? The total time spent to get my average speed. So that will be, the first distance is what? D1, 2x, and the second distance is what? 3x plus 6, divided by the first instance is what? 2 hours. The second instance, the time is what? 3 hours. This is supposed to give me my average speed. Let me just say is equal to average speed. And it will look like I can use this to solve and get x. It would have been possible if I was given my average speed, but I wasn't given average speed. The speed here I had was for the first instance and for the second instance. And like I said before, I cannot just add the first instance x plus the second instance to get average speed. It is wrong to find average speed like that. Don't find average speed like that, okay? The only way to find average speed is whatever this answer is going to give. And trust me, it's not going to be x plus 2. It's not, okay? So don't do it. But notice something else. This value was given. That is, the total distance covered in the entire journey was given. What is that value? 36. Sorry, we wrote 3. It's 36. Look at your question. That total distance is 36 kilometers. What does that mean? Wow. So I can simply do this. Is equal to what? 36. That's the first distance I got from the first situation given to me, and the second distance that I got from the second situation given to me. Do you understand? Okay, so that I can solve this now. This is what? 5x, 2x plus 3x, right? 36. Now 6 can come over here. That's 5x is equal to 36 minus 6, which is what? 30. So what? X is equal to 30. 5 comes over here and divide, and that is what? 6 kilometers. Remember, it was speed. X is speed per hour. And what answer is that? That is D. Thanks for watching till the end. Please, if you like our video, kindly hit the like button and subscribe to our page. Until I see you in our next video, bye bye.